Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasso here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch for you guys today, and we got quite a few buyouts to go over, as well as one of my favorite synchros of all time getting buyout, as you see over here. But before we get into it, if you guys could smash that like button and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Hopefully we can hit 3,000 subscribers before October, because the whole goal for this year is 3,500. You know, go big or go home. Also, if you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you, and consider being a YouTube channel member, as well as letting me know in the comment section below what I'm going over next market watch, as well as what buyouts I missed. Now, before I start, I also want to say happy birthday to my boy Tim's Card Shop. Happy birthday, bro. He's been a good ass sub for a while now. Man shows up to every stream, comments on every video. You know, I really love the people who are regulars around my channel. You know, I really appreciate you guys as well, and you guys know who you are, you know. So, happy birthday, bro. And we're going to get right into it. So, Alley of Justice Catastor, Ultimate Rare here. Now, I talked about this card when it was $12, and that it was a very good buy back then, because there's so many formats where this was the level 5 synchro to go into. You know, this card did not have that much competition. Basically, it's a level 5 that had pretty good attack, but it beats over everything, because when you attack and it battles a non-dark monster, you destroy it immediately without damage calculation. So that's, and this what's called card actually coined the term catastor. Oh, it, you know, like for example, when Construct came out of Duelist Alliance, people said, oh, it has like a you know, a catastor effect, for example, as well as a few other cards, you know. So if you are familiar with that term catastor in Yu-Gi-Oh, it comes from this card. That's how legacy it is. So seeing Ultimate Rare out of a very rare pack, because Turtle Pack Booster 7 is impossible to find. It has been for years now. Near impossible, I should say. I told people to get 12. I said at 30 it's good. Well, right now you got 75 for one copy. You got another copy here for about 80, 80. Once these three are gone, 200. But you have a PSA 9 for not even $100? That can't be right. What? Wow, that's, if that's legit, that's really good. I feel like that's too cheap to cut. Like, this card should at least be, like, you know, 400 to 600 for a PSA. Not even $100. That's very wild to me. That's very, very cheap. You know, in fact, I'll give it 24 hours from right now. If no one grabs it, I'll grab it. DT Dual Terminal 1. Because I like my subs to get some good stuff too. So I don't want to just grab stuff after the Mark Watch. $6 going up to 9 here. There's a pretty big difference here. If people see the ultis getting bought, people are going to go grab the DTs. So I would grab these before they spike up as well. It's funny because this card used to be anywhere from 50, 60 to like 100 something. Back when it was see a lot play. So when I came back into the game in like late 2018, I believe. Or, no, I should probably say mid 2018. To see these so cheap was just baffling to me. So I ended up picking up a bunch, because I thought to myself, I don't even care if it's never going to be worth anything again. I just remember when I was a kid, seeing someone with a playset with this card meant they had money. So, Blast from the Past. Foolish Return. This is seeing more play because it also shuffles, so it doesn't banish. So if, you know, and sometimes with Call by the Grave, and this is sometimes a problem with decks, where if you say chain it to something where and you declare your target, it's not good to banish that card, or it'll give them, you know, more to play with, or some type of surge, right? Foolish Return also kind of bypasses that, as well as you can run multiple copies of this as well. And unlike Call by the Grave, where you can only run one because it's limited, right? The Shuffle Back to deck could also be quite good as well. You know, drawing hand traps later on in the game when it's a grind isn't the best thing. $7.50 here, going up to about $10. It's not bad for a lost art here, to be honest. Crossout Designator has also tanked. It was getting really, really hyped up here, and now they're about $31, going up to about $35. This card could still go up, but it's a big slippery slope of a card. I feel like by the time it starts seeing more and more play, it's going to get reprinted. It's not going to see a reprint until 2023, though. I can tell you that for sure. Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians. Now, this definitely needs a reprint. As you see here, it spiked from 30s all the way up to 50s. You have two here for 31. Really good deal, actually, because they go up to 43, going up to about 45 right over here. But these were 50 and only had a couple listings. I actually ended up selling mine at 50, as you see over here. The reason why this card goes up is not just it's not because of endymion. It's basically this is a very quick access code, especially because a lot of people are playing Valor now. It's very easy to get this out. It's like, oh, can you make Hulk? You can make access then with this card. It really is a can you make Hulk? Well, you got free access type scenario. And that's why this card's seeing a lot a lot more play right now, and has been for quite some time. If we ever get something like Servant to 2 on the list, though, this card I believe would go even higher, because this is a good card in Endymions. It's just they're not doing anything right now. Mezuki, Premium Pack 2. Now, I talked about the secret being too low at $12 for a very long time. And now, lightly plates are $16, $20, $60. Okay. So these are just going up to the moon here. I would grab these light plays while you can, honestly, guys. Those are very, very cheap. I think that this card below 30 was a crime. Ultras from Duel Saga. Lightly plates are about 10 here. Near mints are about $14. Okay, not bad. Going up to 16, 17. Again, zombies are seeing more play. A lot more people, people are trying to do things with them. And you have to play this in zombies because you essentially, banish it. And you get special for the grave. Now, this card would be absolutely insane if it said, in general, but I guess it's a good thing it doesn't. You got the DTs here at about $7, $8, going up to 15. I would grab this cheap light play while you could. Marincesses are getting a lot more support, if you guys don't know, in our next luxury duels. We're also getting Ghost Rider Silent Honor Arc and a Droplets reprint, which we'll be going over Droplets later. But I have to say that set is very underwhelming. Nevertheless, it's push buyouts. Now, Marincess Seahorse holds a bit of a special place in my heart, because for the subscribers who have been here for a long time, you guys will know that when Rising Rampage came out and we went to the sneak peek, my team actually pulled this Starlight on camera. We also pulled 2 Apoloses, and it was all in one kit, both Apoloses in one kit, and then the Starlight was in a different one. It's the most popular video on my channel, so if you want to go watch it, it's definitely a fun treat, because some other weird things happen in that video too. But you got about 280 here, going up to 500 here. There's a wall for 6 here. You got some people who PSA'd theirs. You got a PSA 9. And then a PSA 10 here. I'd rather have the PSA 9 just save a bunch of money, to be honest with you here. So, that's just my opinion, though. Coral Anemone. Now, I told people to grab this card because it's good in generic water. Near mints are about $10 here. First editions, though, are about 15 for light play, 15, 16 for near mint, going up to 17, kind of getting bought out. So, if you guys didn't grab your copy, oh well. Blue Tang also getting some buyouts here. You got 15 for a light play here. Near mints are about 15, 16, go up to $18 here. And on the next page, they kind of go up to $30. Now, what's very interesting is the supers are also going up. And I think these actually could grow a little bit. Now, I actually have quite a few of these, believe it or not, because I got them as like little penny stocks. I just had them for like 10 cents. So see them at $1 is quite happy. If they ever reach 2 or 3, that'll be pretty good for me. But Marincess Wave here, the worst ultra rare that from Rising Rampage at least used to be. $4 here, kind of steadily going up to about 4 here, 5. But over here, you see with that $4 shipping, that's really tough. So the card's definitely moving. And if you guys don't know, this also has a rare print that is also worth some money, about $253 here. So if you have it, you have some free money on your hands. That's all I'm saying. Deck Devastation Virus, people are getting this for Splight. Ladle plates are $230. First light plates are $300. Near mints are about $306 there. About $400 here. It hurts. That's all I gotta say. It really, really does hurt. Deck Devastation Virus. Tribute 1 Dark Monster with 2,000 or more attack. And you guys know what this does, basically. The Ultra Rares from Kaiba's are worth some money too. $650 for a light play. First light play here for $9. First near mints here are $19. So quite a bit of money, honestly. Buru at Ignister here. This card doesn't have a reprint. Look at that terrible direct price, by the way. $56. What's really funny, by the way, I don't know if you guys would enjoy this story, but people actually, and I find this humorous. I never say anything. I just look at them like an idiot. But some people will like when I'm trying to vent off them, and they're like either casual or stupid. They think they're really smart when they like point at direct plates. Like, oh wow, look. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, buddy. Can you scroll down now? And they'll scroll down, right? And they'll say, oh, it's $6. I'm like, yeah, it's $6. And they think they could like pull one on me. It's just so funny. It's always the inexperienced players too, and they're doing it on purpose because they know to scroll down, and they'll do it like previously. It's just hilarious to me. $7 for these. That's actually insane to me. Card definitely needs a reprint, but probably won't get any. I know that this actually topped the like this got a top 8 at a regional recently, and you know that's pretty good. If you got like a top 32, I'm like whatever. You know that's good, but it's not good enough. But the deck has some capability. It's not a terrible deck, to be honest. Dark Templar here, $2, going up to about, you know, 2s. This does have a reprint, but it's a common, so people would rather prefer the ultra rare. Ignister AI Land Secret Rares. I told people get these at $5 for first and near mints. Well, first and near mints are about 7s here, going up to $8 here. Going up to about $10 here. This is the bread and butter of the deck. It really does help out, especially if you're able to draw it. It just adds better, because if you're able to draw it, well, number one, usually you normal summon and then link off into what you could do to grab this card. But if it somehow gets negated or interrupted, you have one of these in your hand, because it helps you basically start off your combo without using your normal summon. And then if this card is in the graveyard, you can banish an Ignister monster and then set the card. So it's really good to have, honestly. It definitely sucks if it gets Cyclone, though. I will say that. Ito, the Supreme Magical Force here. Now, this card looks pretty cool. You can't special summon monsters. You will control one of these as well. If this card is destroyed by a card effect that's a graveyard, you can special summon it from your graveyard during the next turn on standby and destroy other monsters you control. It's not a good card, but it's getting bought out for some odd reason. So lightly plays are 18s. First intermit, you got 3 here for 25. Over here. I'm going to be completely honest with you here. I don't know why this is getting bought out. I know it's a solo print, and people are going to say, oh, it's a solo print from Crimson Crisis. There's a lot of solo prints for 5Ds that are garbage that aren't going up. Why this one in particular? Dark, the Starlight Charmer here. You know, 300, 325, 340. I'm so glad I was able to get mine for 160 and 30 trade. Very, very happy. Super rares, $2 here. For supers. These could go up to 4/5s, to be honest with you here. DPE, going up to about, well, it's about 47. This, you know, we're getting the reprint soon. People think the engine's dead, which it's not. I will say this though, I think the engine's budget for casual players now. And people might be thinking, oh, well, it's $47. Okay, look, if you're playing this card game, you'll understand that some cards are going to cost money. The DPE engine, you're paying like $10 for Fusion Destinies here. Like if you go to Fusion Destiny, let's look at ultra rares, right? So you can get clean ultra rares, right? These are about $5-6 here. The DP is 10, so that's 57. Dasher is $1. Same with like Celestial. That's if you get a Super Dasher and an Ultra Celestial. Like if you're really that budget, you could get, you know, the ones that cost like 20 cents each, right? So you could play it for less than $60 the whole package, right? And if you want, you can play some type of turbo where you play multiple DPs if you really feel like it. But just something to look at. Now, Mobius, the Frost Monarch here. Card distributed successfully. You can destroy up to 2 Spark Traps on the field. It's great that says up to. So if they just have one back row you need to deal with, well, boom, there you go. This is played in old Monarchs. A lot of people like collecting it because a lot of people love Monarchs. It's played in a lot in older formats. It's a very iconic card. Ultimate rares here. Now, first set ball plays are 37. That's not fantastic, but it's honestly not that bad. Going up to 43 here. Lately play unlimited are about 53. Near mints are about $60 here. Now, first set light plays, we're actually gonna put, I see 72 right there. 72, 112. So this is a cheap copy if you want to grab them before they go up to triple digits here. And then you have basically 175, but it's sun faded or whatever that means. You have a PSA 9 for 500. I think that's actually really good. 193. These are definitely getting by if you want to grab this light play for 72. It's not a bad idea. Incredible Ecclesia, the Virtuous from Burst of Destiny. Secret Rares are about $59 here. It's getting reprinted. It definitely crashed a bit, but at least it went up overall. People are actually trying to play this with Despia. So, Starlight Rares here are about $338. I can't believe I pulled this for my birthday. That was just so awesome. Archfiend Eccentric here. This got bought out to about 30, 40 bucks. Nines right over here. First eds are about $13, $14, going up to $15 here. In fact, if we go to the 6-month graph, we could actually see, maybe do we have to go to the 1-year graph? The graph might not show it, but it was bought out recently and around 30 or 40 bucks. And now it's just calmed down. And this card still sells quite a bit. As you see over here. I just want to see if maybe, yeah, okay, so some people were buying it at 20s. Yes, some people were buying it at 20s here. Okay. This card definitely will keep going up and up. I would definitely suggest if you're a Pendulum player to have these while you could. It does have other versions, but I would stick with the Secret Rares, although these Super Rares are low quantity too if you want to grab these. Illusion of Chaos, when we get Legendary Duelist Season 3, this card is not in there. Someone, I think, said, oh, it looks like that's in there. You gotta remember those are leaks, and I'll be honest with you, Konami would not print a card for the first time just to reprint it 4 or 5 months later. At that point, they would save it as exclusive, so it was pretty easy to see that that leak was fake. But you know, if I somehow see it there, I'd be absolutely shocked, right? $29, but this did hit 30, 31. Once you go over here, they're about 30. This is a very good pickup because most people are going to want to pick this up when we get Magician's Soul again, and it's more accessible. So I can see this going to about 45, 50s. Starlights, criminally undervalued. Droplets, 80 bucks for a secret rare. And this is OG, by the way. So if you want, I don't care about the reprint. If you want your OG secrets, 80 bucks. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Ultis are about 300 for your Ultimate Forbidden Droplets, which isn't too bad. This card is really good. In fact, I actually would love, if I ever got a set of Ultis, I would love to play a Madolche, right? It's just so good, you know. Especially because I could discard spells or traps, and Madolches could do a lot off one card, so the Droplets doesn't hurt too much. That's what's good. So, yeah. Maybe I'll try it out. Who knows? Water Dragon, Ultimate, also stay hydrated, guys. You know, it's pretty hot out there. I have to drink a little bit while I'm recording, because, you know, I'm talking a lot, lips, all that stuff. Now, I like Ulti Water Dragon. It's not usable really at all, but first light plays are only 70 bucks. I know my boy Jimmy Ha, shouts to him, told me to look at this card. I just remember it being a lot higher, right? And even if you see over here, some of the sales are even higher than the listing prices, so it's not bad if you want to grab it, because I believe it out of Elemental Energy, what, it's an ultra rare, right? It's not, or like a super. No, it's a holographic. Might be a super, but no, it's a super. I always forget that. So it's a bit of a hard ulti to come by. Mattel series. This is not too bad as well to get a few copies. $6 here. This card used to be bought out, and there was only like 300 listings of this card. But Mattel series is something I feel like the player base doesn't know how to jump on well as a collector's item. Title. These are about $3 here. You know, I feel like if these ever get bought out, they can't really recover to all $6. Getting some of these near mints for $3 might not be a bad idea. Thousand Eyes restricts. Now I'm only interested in the first ends of these for light play near mint. 44 for light play, going up to about 55 there. Near mints are gonna run you about 112, 200 going up to 400. Hey, if you want a near mint or a light play, now's the time to get it. You could still instant fusion this and take something your opponent controls, and just take it away from them permanently. And then you can just link this off into Link Karibo, if you need to. So it's pretty good removal as well, and along with it stacks the graveyard with a dark spellcaster. So Plus, if you have Maximus and you're playing something with Dogmatica, something else that you could actually do is you can actually banish this with Maximus as well. So you could take and then banish off Max. It's just kind of cool to do. Tongue Twister. Someone said this was bought out. When it should be summoned, this card should be summoned when it's sent from the field to graveyard. You could draw 2 cards, then you gotta remove it from play. This card's garbage. Someone said this was bought out. I don't see it. 17 bucks, 25 going up to 45. This card always has low listings because people think they're gonna be able to tech it or put it into something. Look, if it hit the field and then it had the effect, sure, but it has to be tributed. So good luck, have fun, buddy. Bujinki Asahima. Now, there is this wall for 112, but this card will be used in Splight most likely. And when it does, it's going to be like 10 to 20 bucks, I bet. Hayates Secret Rares. $6 here, going up to about 7s. Which isn't too bad here. But this card was $1. You know, you got Shizuku's here. Secret Rares about 14s here. And then you got the I think Kagari never got one, but you know, a lot of people want to play Striker after Hartford. People are realizing the deck is good. People are also realizing the limited quantities out there for some of the higher rarity stuff. Now, what's very odd to me is that the ultimate rare Hayate, you got okay, that's not verified. You got near mints here for about 60 bucks, going up to 63 right over here, but quickly going up to about 75, 77, 80 here for ultimate rare Hayate. If you guys don't have your ulti Hayates, get them now because look, history repeats itself. Ulti Shizuku was like 50 bucks, right? Well, now they're 216, and this is the cheapest I've ever seen it. Maybe people finally realize that they could sell them if they put it to like an actual semi-decent price. Ulti Kagari's were as low as 25 to 40 bucks. 227 now. Where do you guys think Ulti Hayate is going to go? Well, figure it out if you haven't. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed and subscribe. Hopefully you guys liked this market watch. Sorry to cut it short. It's just a pretty busy day for me in all honesty. But we're going to have an awesome live stream tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central. So be there, be square, and I will see you guys then. Peace.